Hello and welcome back to your daily dose of table talk, where we talk about questions, topics, things, and stuff you recommend. 1 second. On Twitter and Facebook using the hashtag #TableTalk or on reddit.com/r/SourceFed. My name's Philip DeFranco.
I'm Rafi Fine.
I'm Benny Fine.
And I'm Steve Zaragoza.
They're the Fine Bros.
All right, so are you guys nervous at all about this?
Well, there's always a little nerves when you come here.
Sure, yeah.
Always.
Especially because Joe's standing over there just staring at us with a big machete. And he's just like,
And no clothes.
and no clothes, yeah.
Us.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so the first topic/question comes from a user on Reddit named Oh Wow Wee Woo. Oh Wow Wee Woe.
Oh wow wee whoa.
Oh Wow Wee Woe.
Wait,
Is that like someone's catchphrase on a shitty sitcom? Oh Wow Wee Woe.
It is now.
I'd watch that show. I'd watch it.
What? You burnt down the garage? Oh Wow Wee Woe. Dude, I think we need to write this. Okay, so what is your go-to song
No.
when you're feeling on top of the world and you need to dance it out? Mine is "I'm Free" by Kenny Loggins.
By Kenny
What
Loggins.
is that song? Does anybody know that song?
Could sing
No.
it. Can't sing
Yeah,
feel
but
like-
you know it?
No.
Oh yeah, I don't know
any
either.
Kenny
I
Loggins.
feel like for some reason Joe Brutta knows that song by heart.
I know, right? He's got to
He's gotta know that
the
song.
words. Any Kenny Loggins song.
Oddly enough, a song that just like I'm like, yeah, is "I Need a Hero."
Oh
I'm a
yeah,
fan of that song for no
Yeah.
reason whatsoever. I hear that song, I'm like, yeah.
dude, that song is badass.
I'm going to a castle to save a
Do
princess.
you remember Short Circuit 2? Did you guys remember?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did they play that in Short Circuit?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
and
like,
no.
I'm gonna kick some ass, and they start playing that song.
And he's like chasing a fucking boat.
Maybe this is why. Maybe this is why you feel this way.
Well, so it's in Short Circuit 2, which I love you remember, and then it's in a Shrek movie.
Oh,
I think.
is
It's
it
Shrek
in a
or
Shrek
something.
movie?
I don't know.
Stick with
You
Short
admitted
Circuit.
that. You admitted that.
Hey, I love
Anything
Shrek.
after
Fuck
the
that.
first Shrek movie? I don't think I saw the other
I haven't
Shrek
either.
movies.
I've seen the first one, and that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
Film
any other
it all.
songs?
Well, now that you said, like, at first I was just, like, thinking songs that weren't really gonna, like, make me that excited. But then
Depressing
you
songs
said-
is what came to my head.
You danced to
It's like,
depressing
I was actually thinking it was going to be they were really down, but it ended up being like optimistic.
Yeah.
But you said that, and then it made me think of Jukebox Hero.
Oh, yeah.
That song is awesome.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Oh man, Jukebox Hero. What about the Gummy Bears theme song?
Oh, yeah.
How does that
Gummy bears
Yeah.
bouncing here and there and everywhere. High adventure that's beyond compare. They are the Gummy Bears.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I remember that. That was the weirdest show.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
The Gummy Bears, they drink that juice and they bounce all around. It is.
Meth.
It's fucking
It's basically meth, yeah. And they're teaching kids to just drink strange liquids, and one of them will make you bounce around like crazy, probably.
Well, that was the best thing about TV shows back then. It was like all about product placement.
Yeah, you're right. But they never.
Gummy
That's the thing.
berry
They never
juice.
made gummy berry juice.
Didn't even make
That'd
like
been huge.
juice.
Yeah,
That'd
it
been
didn't
huge.
make sense at all.
I
It's
remember-
the perfect
You wanted it.
tie-in.
Well,
Yeah,
I remember
wanted
there
it.
was these fruit snacks that were like red fruit
Yeah,
snacks, and I was
yeah.
a kid and I used to pretend it was gummy berry juice because there was no gummy berry.
Right, I remember you used to do that.
Yes.
Oh my god.
What's the thing there? Why did they never make gummy berry juice? There has to be a reason.
What do we know at
missed out.
Disney?
Just
to go and
missed
ask
out.
about
Well,
this.
it's crazy. Like, Ecto Cooler and Kool-Aid
Yeah.
and all the Capri Sun.
I bet if we looked it up, they did, and we just didn't know, and it wasn't around.
It was
enough.
only in
How could
Denmark
they have-
or something.
How could they have not merchandised
I think
that?
like they just realized that it didn't matter about the branding because whenever I went to the store back in the day, they always had that thing that looked like a grenade that just had juice in it.
Oh yeah.
Remember the thing?
Yeah.
What was that?
It was
Oh, yeah,
no
it
branding
totally
whatsoever.
was.
It was like, hey, do you want some random colored drink? I
Was it
love
like
some
wax?
random
So I
colored
remember,
drink.
like
I remember
wax or
being there, but these things aren't kosher, and we kept kosher at the time. So those things were like, oh no, we can't touch that.
Like the things that were like really crappy products,
Yeah.
like we knew it felt like evil, like bad,
Yeah, you're right.
non-kosher, evil, cheap products. Like McDonald's felt that way too.
Cheap products because everything kosher is so expensive.
Yes, so expensive.
Even like pizza, which kosher pizza is so good, and there's so much kosher pizza out
It's
here.
like
If you find a
$18
kosher, like a very
pies.
kosher Jewish-looking pizza place, get a pie. It's like
Yeah.
$20, but you gotta eat it.
So good. Just cheese. There's no toppings.
Right,
It's
like, you can't add toppings.
$20.
Cheese bread.
Well, for us, like having meat on pizza is disgusting because we grew up never eating it.
Sure.
That's
I used to
funny.
do pizza without sauce, and I would just.
What do they
eat
call
it.
that? A white pizza?
I guess it is.
Well,
no,
white pizza has
pizza
sauce
has.
on it.
Oh, right, like
Alfredo,
Alfredo,
yeah, or
yeah.
something like that. By the way, have you ever had ranch pizza? Where they put ranch instead of
Get
sauce?
out of here.
Ew.
Get out of here.
No way, dude.
I like that.
Do it.
It's that's like the ultimate big man thing because like
It is. It is.
And you are the
you're
ultimate
taking
big
out-
man.
you're taking out the process.
Wow,
of
wow,
these-
we won.
No. The show. We really need to do
Steve has a catchphrase now.
Wow, we won. But you're right, it is, because I had this friend who was a bigger guy, bless his soul, and he would...
Because he died.
He's dead, yeah, but he has a ranch dressing bottle on his gravestone, and he loved it so much. But no, he would just, like, squeeze ranch dressing in a spiral all over his pizza, and then it would just be like, oh man, why are you doing that? But then I had the pizza that was just ranch dressing sauce, and it was amazing.
Ranch dressing, another thing not kosher that I didn't eat until I was an adult.
Wow, how do you feel about it now?
I didn't like it. What was specific? I don't know. I'd have to look if I look at the ingredients, I can tell you.
Probably has like bug juice in it or something.
A lot of things have bug juice.
Bug juice.
Yeah, what's bug juice?
Oh God, what is it called?
It's some specific bug.
It's
juice
an extract in like red drinks, and then it comes from the blood of bugs.
Wow, no way!
Carmine extract. I think that's what it's called.
It's in certain frappuccinos and stuff like that, I read.
It shows up in things you never expect.
Yeah.
Really?
I still drink it.
Bugs.
I find out.
We're
I
all
still
drinking
drink it.
bugs.
Can you straight up drink bug juice? Like,
I
can
don't
you
know.
just have it? I wonder if there's,
Well-
because you know how they have like wheat shots and stuff like that.
They should start selling that. Like,
Exactly. Starbucks is gonna have bug juice.
See, I like that this is actually like a real thing, and then I was like, that kind of reminds me of when I had my last glass of wine and there were 2 fruit flies in it, and I was like, that's probably okay.
How drunk were you?
Pretty drunk.
Right.
Fuck it. No.
Protein. What the fuck is with people's names today? Assass237 says, what's the biggest faux pas you ever committed, i.e. asking someone about their baby when they're not pregnant, etc.?
Oh man.
You always try to forget these things.
You do try to
They
forget
feel
these
so
things.
awkward.
You erase them from your memory. Yeah.
I've never asked a lady about her baby. I think that's just a let them bring it up first sort of situation.
You know, this might be. So okay, this is a situation that happened when I was working at Sony, but there was someone who was working there who had a bladder infection. And we had sort of like this naive...
I don't know why I'm laughing.
I know, right? Because it's like, here we go. But
Unfortunate.
I'm readying oh wow wee whoa. But no, that like so we had this this person had his bladder infection, and this kind of like naive friend that would hang out with all of us, and you know how you get a bladder infection, you know, like or like you know how
we do. Why do you? We all know how.
or like well, which one is it where like you
Detergent.
Are you talking
I thought
about
like
UTI or
is
something?
it UTI? Yeah, the one where like you it's when you have sex and like you don't
Clean.
clean
I
up.
guarantee you, there's other ways to get bladder infections
But I
than
mean-
just that.
I had a friend that got it from they were allergic to detergent that they were using on their
Oh,
clothes and
really?
stuff or something like
Interesting.
that.
Look at you.
And-
Like, we all know. We all know how that happens, guys.
Oh wow wee wow.
Oh, now he's changing the inflection.
You can do that. It's a malleable catchphrase.
This is season 3 of Oh Wow We Wow.
Yeah,
Don't
it's like
scare.
I'm sorry. You're,
We jumped the shark because oh well we well got a bladder infection.
or it's like you're.
His name is now oh well we
They're
well.
gonna be like, I'm sorry, but your dog died. Oh, wow. He's gonna have all the different versions of it. Oh, no.
Wait, did we get to the end of your story?
Well, no, I mean, what ended up happening was like, okay, so this person obviously got it from sexual.
Okay, obviously. Let's just go with it.
Obviously.
We'll go
And
with it.
so, but the naive person was just kind of like, how'd you get it? Like, what happened? And they're like, well, I mean, you just you get it from sex and you don't clean up. You don't clean up everything. And then everyone was just like,
Dirty.
yeah, like, oh man.
Did he use that quote and you don't clean up?
Yeah, well, I mean, you know,
And you don't clean up.
that's why it's important to clean up after sex, kids. All right? Wash
The more
your
you
sheets.
know.
So I don't have that. I have. I think whenever you say, "Oh, you look like you've been working out," and like they've just gotten fatter, and you just didn't.
Oh,
know,
yeah.
That's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
I know that I've said like inappropriate, like I'll make a joke about cancer or AIDS or
Yeah.
like something, and then they say my mother died from that, and I've definitely done that a few times because I like just making
Yeah.
really inappropriate jokes
Yeah.
in various ways. So I know, but I don't remember specifically, but I know I've done that a few
Yeah.
Do
times.
you get comments like, have you ever done a video on YouTube where like you have a joke, like an off-color joke, and then like the comments are just kind of like, how dare you make a joke
Our
like that?
life.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think the most recently, and it was last season on My Music with the cancer dancer joke.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think
That already sounds fantastic.
Well, it was,
I love
it
it.
was it was like the Grace's characters like auditioning for every reality show and made a tape so it would be for any reality show possible, and they were all the real type ones. And then
had
she
some
said, I
fake
even
ones.
made some up just in case, and it's her looking like a cancer patient dancing with like a IV thing.
And then she sings, "Hold me closer, cancer dancer."
Oh my god.
And the comments. They're like, yeah, it's funny, but I understand it's horrible. I understand, but it's also funny.
See, okay. Well,
I always
let's
feel
not-
like that's the point
Yeah,
of those jokes.
and that's the thing. Like we got like I love that kind of humor so much, And it's like such a fine line because I don't want people to hate me, but on the other
I don't
hand,
think it's
like,
that much of a fine line because really, and you even see it both. Yes, people want to go crazy, and some people really are offended, and some people are just trolling. And then there's all of the people that have had cancer, have people with cancer, who appreciate that
humor.
because they're able
Yes.
to actually humanize it and
We
make
all
light of it.
have family that have like
Yes.
gotten cancer, died from cancer, so like we can all make fun of it, right? It's like I can make fun of Jews because I'm Jewish, so we can all make fun of
That's
cancer.
the same thing.
right?
But you're right. I mean, like, you kind of have to laugh about these things. Like, death is a scary thing, obviously, and all these diseases and stuff are horrible. But you gotta laugh. You have to, because, like, what else are we gonna do? We're gonna cry about it all day, and we're gonna, like, mope around. You gotta live. You gotta laugh. Laughter is like a healing tool, don't you think?
Is it a healing tool?
It is. I feel better.
He's
after
been
I laugh.
cured thanks to laughter.
It could happen. It could happen.
Yeah, exactly. There is some snake oil salesman out there that's like, he's got a horn under his jacket and like one of those squirting flowers.
That's all we need.
Yeah, and he's like, "Do you not feel well today, madam?" Honk honk. Squirt the flower. Like, now she feels better.
I think we've gotten enough faux pas. Do you guys want to? What do you go? Yeah, go with.
sure.
Yeah,
Go
get
ahead,
it.
speak words.
I hope that I get a fun
Big one.
I hope I
Oh,
get a
the thick one.
catchphrase
Yeah. Come on, catchphrase.
from Ruggiero. If you were chosen to play in the Hunger Games, what would your strategy be for winning?
Ooh.
Well, we already said that you're dead. I feel like,
Yeah, you're right.
but then again, I don't know. You might be like.
I would be too, like, I would rely on someone's trust and be like, we can do it together. I know we
Have you
can.
watched Survivor like ever? Like you can't rely on someone's trust.
See, that's the
ever.
thing. Like, I feel I rely on the goodness of people too much.
Not in the Hunger
I know
Games.
you
Do we
can't-
know anybody? Are we
can't-
friends with the
That was my
person from our
question.
district?
Here's a question.
that's the
if
thing.
we're in the Hunger Games, like, does
Together?
our brother system work, or are we gonna turn on each other?
By the end, we'd have to.
The end, you
Oh
have
man.
So would we survive though because we work together, or would we just cut the cord now?
As in just rip the Band-Aid off and kill each other right away.
Think about how horrible it's gonna be. Think about how
Terrible
horrible.
strategy.
Think about how horrible it's going to
No,
be.
we would help each
the
other
reality
kill
of like we're
others.
gonna live as long as possible, but then we're gonna have to kill each other. It's like, oh fuck it, like I just gotta kill you now.
Or both kill
We'll
each
kill
other right
ourselves.
away.
But see, you want
Kill each other right
to
away.
be each other's, like, you want to be the one that has to kill him, and
Would it
vice
work?
versa.
Okay, question.
You want,
Would it work?
obviously.
Okay, if it works, I guess spoilers. Like, would it work with like the Hunger Games? It's been out long enough. It's the first Hunger Games. Okay, so if like we made it to the end, would we be able to use like the brotherly thing? Or would we have to like make out with each other in order for them to be like, we can't let them die?
Well, obviously,
talking
wait,
about?
you wouldn't be
How did we
able.
get
You
to
wouldn't be
that?
able to be in together. That's right, because
we
it's a
live in the
boy
same
and
district?
girl.
Oh, can they not? Can you not be in it? Well, let's say hypothetically you were, because like they
So
were kind
one of you is actually a girl. We just didn't know.
Yeah.
See, here's
That's
the
what the
thing,
Hunger
like-
Games has taught us.
Didn't they like let the Katniss and the other guy? What was his name? Like
Peeta.
Pita Bread. Why did they let them pass? Because it was like ratings, right?
Right. Well, and they were in love, and they
Yeah,
didn't want to.
yeah.
They
like,
still
it's
wanted
like,
them to
That's
kill
why
each
I'm
other.
saying.
Yeah, I think you guys would get by on ratings.
Do we know if they let siblings? Like, is there a rule that like if one of your kids got picked as tribute to the Hunger Games, like your family's safe forever?
Yeah, it's almost like yeah.
Like Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah,
they don't
yeah.
want-
Well, it was right. That didn't happen at all. Many were dead before they were like, we have to do something about this.
Honestly though, I think I would fully like if I didn't have my sibling with me, I would probably like just go and hide. I
Yeah.
feel like I would not I remember playing paintball like a couple times, and like I totally was not the one like going and being like I'm gonna strategize to kill other people. I was like I'm gonna hide as long as humanly possible, and I was terrified
But
when
the
I started
problem
all of a sudden
is-
hearing balls flying by
The
my
problem
face.
is in the Hunger
That sounded
Games.
horrible,
the
but
Hunger
I would
Games,
totally just hide.
Those
for a while.
idiots that whatever. I have a lot of issues with the Hunger Games, but the Hunger Games, there's like the people that have like their stationary. It should really be Lord of the Flies. Like, just do you live or do you die? Not this is getting boring. Let's start a fire. Let's
Yeah,
make bees
yeah.
show up because you're afraid of bees.
Yeah.
So you'd be hiding forever, and they'd be like, I know how to get him down.
Yeah.
The bees.
Well, it's like in Battle Royale. Remember that? They
Yes.
had like the sections, like you couldn't stay in one place for too long, because
Yes.
then they would like activate your collar or something.
It sucks so bad though, because like some people just had like Uzis, and then it was like you have crackers. And it was like, fuck your crackers.
Eat it! There's no water! There's no water! You're gonna
It's
choke!
so salty. I would probably befriend someone like Steve. Right?
You know you can turn on.
I know I can turn on.
Damn it!
I can believe you to the end.
I know, when we play Munchkin, it's like,
Yeah.
Steve, I'll help you out, buddy. Like, thanks, Phil. Phil, and then by the end of the game, it's like, fuck you, I drop a monster on
Yeah.
you. Like, we play Munchkin all the
I
time.
didn't even think about using like board game strategy.
Yeah,
and I'm
see?
so insane with Risk.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
well, there you go. Use your
I'm a
risk
master
strategies.
manipulator.
See, because we've talked about some of the stuff like how to survive. Like I know that if we had like SourceFed hosts, have to take Meg out first. Meg
Yeah,
has to
you
go out
have to.
first.
You have
Otherwise,
to.
she's gonna accrue weapons and just murder the fuck.
Dude, and she's gonna use her feminine wiles, and it's gonna like, and there's
Her
a lot.
wiles.
Yeah, she knows she's gonna use her wiles.
I don't know. I don't know how I react in like life or death scenarios. I want to think that I'm not like
Right.
sex.
Well, it
but
depends on
I'd
what age you
stab
are.
the shit out of someone
And then
I don't know
have
what I'm
sex
doing
with their body.
after the fear.
No remorse.
So I think we have the strategy. I'm gonna
Yeah, we
team
got
up
it.
with Steve until the end.
I'm gonna make out with people.
And,
Yeah.
and as you Lord of the Flies, like throw a rock on someone's head, I'll shoot you.
Perfect.
But you just let him say like, "We did it, Phil."
That's it.
And you're like, but they said we could both win.
Oh well, we will.
Season 7.
Yeah, exactly.
It's slowly okay. And then let's do one last one,
All right, go for it.
and then this is it. I feel like every time we say the last one, it's like, what's your favorite color?
I know, yeah.
Okay, from H.M. Johnson, 2013. If you could rewrite the ending to any movie, which would you choose? Mine would be Big Daddy.
What happens at the end?
John Stewart dies in a horrific car crash, and Adam Sandler gets the kid. Everyone's happy.
Except Jon Stewart, who dies.
Hey,
Just that'd be the weirdest twist to a movie.
Especially if it was Big Daddy and it was that Adam Sandler level of comedy, and then did that at the end.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like,
dark.
Is this? Are we supposed to laugh? Or like, yeah, you won't know if it's funny or not. What? So remember,
ending.
I Am Legend.
Well, I
Remember that
remember it,
movie?
but I did not
Didn't
see it.
see it.
Yeah, okay, so it was not that great, but there's an alternate ending that's like really, really good.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I can't remember exactly what happens. It's like I think he sacrifices himself or something. Or what happens, DJ? Do you remember?
He lives in that one. He lives because
Yeah, he
finds out they're the
lives.
monsters
That sounds
that view
horrible.
Him as he views them, and they're people too, kind of a thing.
Yeah. Or it's just like
It's close to the book.
there you go, exactly. And I don't know. I think that would have been a better ending. But I mean, it already exists, so it's not really me changing it.
I would say the entire World War Z movie. That shit
Yeah.
sucked so bad. It was like there was nothing to tie. It was like zombies tied it together. That's it.
Yeah.
Shit, but like just an ending.
I know that all the time this happens. You see the movies, you're like, that was a terrible ending,
Yeah.
and then you throw it from your mind.
Well, I hate it when a movie ends with like someone jumping in front of the camera or something. It's always the
Or the
worst way
eyes.
to end a movie. Yeah, exactly.
are
Like,
you
if-
like horror movies?
yeah, like Paranormal
So I'm like,
Activity.
I don't watch those types of movies, so I was like, I don't think I've ever seen a movie where
Oh, where
just
they
have
end that
somebody
way?
jump in
Yeah.
front of
Well,
it.
like, did you guys ever see the first Paranormal Activity movie?
Oh.
So it was kind of good.
We spoiled.
Oh no, the first one.
Of course we did.
there you go.
The reason I remember that movie is I watched it with Shane Dawson, and he just fucking hated it. And I was like, but I liked it.
because he thought it was stupid, or because he
Shane
Yeah.
is very specific about his horror
Very
movies.
specific.
Oh, there
Yeah,
it is.
very-
Oh,
horror
okay, so
movies,
he's an
very much
elitist.
so.
a
Yeah.
horror movie.
No, he just has his taste.
Okay, all right. I
don't
mean, I was pretty terrified because it plays on the psychological edge and
Yeah.
rather than just show you everything. But it was the ending. I guess like Spielberg saw a cut of it. This is a notorious story, and he saw the ending that we got in theaters, and he was like, "This is the ending you need to put in the movie." And so that was the ending, and it was her like jumping in front of the camera. It was so stupid. And then there was like this alternate ending that was so much cooler. Like she stayed, so like they play on the fact that there's like a surveillance camera,
Yeah.
and so she comes back into the room, the killer girl, and then the timer is just going on the camera, and she's just sitting there for like days and days and days, and then the cops come.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
I saw that.
Yeah, and it was really really cool. She like kills the
Well,
cops.
you know why
and
they?
stuff.
Oh, well, I think they didn't do that one just so that they could make more movies
Oh, that makes
and
sense.
ruin it. The thing is, I've liked those movies, except the last one, which was just balls.
Yeah, it was so bad.
balls.
Yeah.
That's the only way you could describe it. And just like that ending scene, if you saw that movie,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And there's more coming. They're gonna make like 32 more.
Well, of course,
Activity
you've got to
movies.
keep it
When,
going.
when a movie costs like $1 million and then you
I
make
know,
shit tons
yeah.
of money.
Oh, well, we've always proven that even right away, we will make sequel after sequel after sequel after sequel.
Ah, it's
What
true.
do you have anything that pops in your head for what you would do with Titanic?
Well, I would never have made it.
What? You did it so much.
You don't
Oh,
like
you're gonna get me
Titanic?
going on this?
I love
no,
Titanic.
don't go on a rant about it, but like, is there an ending? Like,
failure.
no, but yes, the ending.
Well, okay,
yes.
yes, this is a good point. Okay, first of all, when Titanic came out, God, I was pretty young, but I hated it because I knew it was going to happen in the future, which has happened, which is like people think Titanic was a movie and not
Have
a
you
real
seen all
thing.
the tweets from kids
There's
being
tweets
like,
from kids saying,
Titanic was a
I just
real
found out
thing?
Titanic was real.
Holy
It's like,
shit,
you can
are
look
you
this up.
serious?
Yes,
Like Jack and Rose?
And of
Like,
course
what?
that was going to happen. They're like, of course, and I foresaw this, being like, well, this is what's going to happen now.
Whoa. The Titanic was real?
But anyway, okay, change. But
Everything is different!
Joe needs to go home, I think.
I used to, it's comparisons, now I'm on tangenting a little bit, but the comparisons of being like, oh, if you're gonna make a movie about the Holocaust, but in the middle of the Holocaust, like, you're gonna have, like, these people running around with guns in the middle of a sinking ship, like, it's just, like, it's ridiculous. But anyway.
Holocaust had guns.
Well, the Holocaust had guns in a different way, but anyway, but no, the ending of that movie, if we're talking about it as a movie and
Yeah,
treating it like a
different
movie,
ending.
it is absurd, and I know I'm not the only one that has felt this way. So the movie ends with old Rose, spoilers again, you know,
No!
I was waiting to watch Titanic for their 70th anniversary.
dropping her stupid thing, you know, her jewel into the ocean. But they pan through all of the pictures, lost copy of this ending, but they pan through all of the pictures of the things that she did with her life. And you're like, that's all the things
at her family,
that
the
Rose
people
said.
she loved.
Right, but look at all the things that Rose did that she said. Her and Jack had all these plans and they're gonna do them. Here's all the pictures of the things I did with a different husband and lived completely vicariously and never loved him. I knew this guy for 2 days. There were 2 days in that car.
He was a
and that was
rebound
all we
guy.
had, and that was it.
And for the afterlife, she does not spend
Right.
it with the people she actually loved and lived her whole life. But
It's
she
everyone
goes
from the
back
Titanic!
to the
It's
Titanic.
that ending? Where's my kids? Where's my husband? He's just the Titanic!
Fuck it all. Go back to them for the 2
You're right,
days.
it's like Lost when they're all in the church.
Yeah, same thing.
But
You
even,
watch
at least
Lost
in
and
Lost, there were other
Titanic.
people that were there. And Titanic literally was like the doorman from the Titanic, the captain. They're all there. It's like, what about your life, Rose? Your life.
like, what
You
am
know
I
what?
doing here?
I've never thought of it that way, and you're one of the few people that made me think differently about a movie. Oh my god, you changed that movie forever.
Betty does that.
I love how passionate you guys are about the movie. I love that.
I think that's the perfect way to go out. The
Yeah, it really
Titanic,
is.
the Titanic actually was a terrible movie.
Yeah.
My whole life is different.
And if you like it, you're dumb. Oh, wow, wait, what?
My name is Philip Franco. Thanks for watching.
I'm Steve Zaragoza.
I'm Rob for 5.
I'm Betty Fine.
All together, oh, wow, we whoa.
Oh, wow, wee, whoa.